Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call colors, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call colors, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call colors, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call colors, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of a program we call Controversies, right on we are on YouTube and on Facebook, also we can discuss the different issues them where they come out from the front page of the newspaper them. Anyway, we don't come back today for look at waiting the newspaper they don't bring out for we. A lot of things them they happen, of course, where they can look at until you can know not all the paper them where we they a review we go able for discuss the issues them within the carry, but we go as well take few of the issues them where you get interest on and discuss about them quickly. And after that day don't look at the paper, we will come to guest inside the program for that we can discuss the issues there. For now, we look at the first paper inside the program this morning where now the Night Watch newspaper say don't blame ANALYSE. Sanctions will lead to civil war. Former/President Information Minister Magic Touch. And then the next paper, now the Times newspaper, we say awakening from slumber. Bio slams hammer on non-performers. And Rado Suarez tireless effort ensures President Bio's victory. Security sector vigilance results in peaceful elections. And you as well get philanthropists honored as godfather of Forten Golan organization. The next paper now Beyond Borders, we say as he attends 63rd ECOWAS Heads of State Summit, President Bio receives UN Secretary General congratulatory message. You as well get Honorable Tunis may clinch 6th Parliament speakership position tomorrow. And as he called on political dialogue, former Information Minister urged citizens to embrace peace. The next paper, another Open Space newspaper, where say as Parliament opens tomorrow, former APC majority leader frowns at APC's stance. SLPP Academics Union posed to support President Bio. President Bio 5 successful years and Rado Suarez magic words. Okay, again, Nazi subscribers hail management for good job. You as well get Women's Voice newspaper where say First Lady receives 40 feet medical equipment from Life for Relief and Development, and Plan International boost MBSSE. Election are over. Time to unite the country. Cause of infertility. The next one at the Premier News we say historic political wins for women hampered by election dispute, and $50 million United States dollar finance for new diamond mine. You as well get approved school. SLFA Academy put local town field and coronation field to get facelift. Pavi Firth resumes rapid road construction, boost government infrastructure development. The next paper we get at the Global Times newspaper we say United Nations congratulates President Bio, new cabinet winners and losers. And you as well get protest against ECSL 5 remanded. And you as well get Lansney in a dwelling house. 22-year-old male youth discharged. The next one at the Standard Times we say notorious drug dealers nabbed, police bust cartel, and Sania Bacha Street, Pavi Forth resume rapid construction. The next one, now the Forum newspaper we say Bio will have himself to blame. SLPP top councillors list, and alright, armed robbers attack vessels. The next one, now News Watch will say out with the old, in with the new. MHPV vaccine could save hundreds of lives. The next one at the Salon Compass will say Salon in precarious states. Information Minister Magic Touch to build success, and CSOs hail international community. The next one at the Calabash newspaper where say President Bio appoint partial cabinet, and information minister in the spotlight for inclusive role in President Bio's 5 successful years. And government infrastructure development revigorated. Pavi Fort embarked on rapid road maintenance of Sani Abacha Street, and ACC Anti-Israeli commemorate African Anti-Corruption Day, and Sikh Pekin aid treatment for Esther Mami Magai in India. The next one, a voice of Salon, we say Mohamed Bangura challenges APC on legal grounds. And Western Air Urban Rural Local Council election results, APC 39 seats, SLPP 31 seats. Cabinet reshuffle, 3 big players giving red cards. And Information Minister Magic Touch to President Bio's 5 successful years. Now all this we get for you inside the program today. With the paper, then this what we get, where we receive, and we can't go now. Let's take a very short break and bring one of our guests who would already join me inside the program, and then we'll come back just now. Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when...
Alright, welcome back, and from that very short break there, we can go inside the different newspaper then, for we begin look at the issues then where the newspaper they don't carry for this morning. And before that, I'll just tell you the possible we get inside the program this morning. This not a stranger also at all. And in at the Edman for Whisper newspaper in the same way, so we can call him Prince. Yes, Prince. Well, in name na Prince Coca. We don't join we inside the program. We can give in your own analysis. Well, I don't know what they were angry this morning, though, but by the end of the program, we're going to know who's kind of colors we prepare for you today. Anyway, welcome to the show, please.
Good morning, everybody. Nice to meet you all again and to hear from us today again. Thank you.
And I must make lady viewers and take note of this. Today they are the first time we Prince there on Zoom. It always there on WhatsApp. But today we always see Prince in face. Could you where they talk to him? Alright. So,
that's a clue.
Yeah. Okay, so I see something where make a laugh after they review the paper then, because that seems to be interesting. I don't know how other person will see it. But I will just ask you, and maybe later I will share with you waiting make a laugh with all of this. You know, I see this, for example, I'll take Voice of Saloon. It say information ministers magic touch to President Bio's 5 successful years. Like, I see the same kind of thing. They na the Calabash newspaper as well, where the same thing is the information minister in the spotlight for intensive role in President Bio's 5 successful years. And this one again, then at this other paper, when at the Compass newspaper, we say Minister of Information Magic touch to Bio's success. And then another paper again, where I go just scroll quickly, you know, and see, okay, other people then carry them anyway. So, but the question now I ask you, as you listen this particular thing, okay, this other paper we carry them now the open space, instead of say President Bio's 5 successful years and Rado Suarez magic wand. So, what do you make up of, you know, this kind of story in this kind of way, where it in a different newspaper as a journalist?
Well, as you see, you know, straight away say a sponsored story. Other than it.
So wait.
I see on this
now
morning.
all of the people, you know, the information minister want for use in your constituents, the media, for catch the attention of Marabio.
Yes, a curry favor. A curry favor for like go keep in job or for make them go get something else. We go make you still be minister. Then this is the whole thing. You know they do that. But the news, as I means tell you earlier, the crux of the matter is that the journalists they're not critically minded anymore. The journalists need to look at journalism from the perspective of development or third world development. Then they just they pick story, then dump them. And a front page story.
Yes.
Front page, they put story were very, 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 very crucial. You know, they go put story where minister don't go pay you for or give you soft drink for or give you beer for. You don't do that. Put front page story.
Or maybe then they do one for the minister if he take a position back, like will give them press attaché job.
That of the three or the four people with the four newspapers that we publish I know say one of them they with the Qatar for press attaché.
Okay.
They actively involved. They look for that. I know that one day. The other one I don't know. Maybe they at the background. Then they hope. But I suspect say this last press conference or the first press conference when they don't get so after the election. Now information. But probably I didn't go discuss this kind of stuff. Where make them can pull out or maybe sponsored story.
Yeah, because they even have other papers, they are like most of the papers there. You know, with the same headline. You know, like all of the papers. It's either the minister
then get some from this conference with it.
Or sometimes they
the same headline.
You get me?
Yes, I think it's a sponsored story.
Yeah, because if you notice some of them things there, you can get it spot where they write something about himself, for example, and make it very nice, then a distributor in the form of a press release, now like all of the other papers, where they can just take them, and waiting. So because all of this na PR, you know, the minister they try to make it look good, as if you don't do that kind of job with that, you know, you don't play the magic for the matter they win this particular election. So if that's not the case,
say the crucial person Senge now make it reward and first and get in good position. Because we see Senge the dance. I don't know if you may see that video where Senge the dancing head off. The dance. So probably in dancing, he danced himself or waltz into chief minister's
role. You mean the music where the deputy information minister sing and he dance for him?
I'm not hearing anything about Solomon
Jamiu
yet. And I'm not hearing anything.
Solomon be the singer that and the way the minister of education be the dance.
Education?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So when maybe we saw Solomon Jamiu said good day, everything are good for maybe could become okay. In fact, I begin to think something safe now. Probably Solomon Jamiu that the next information minister. So the boss man don't begin for time for scalp the money head. Make sure say he don't send press release. Get a few newspapers them for publish them so that it will reach the ears of the president. Then he will say, oh, journalism, because the presidency is very he always want for listen to what in the media they say. So you go don't take them but then they serious or maybe listen to them and he will say, So instead of but the president know that the people that will be there with time. I know the people that will do much more. Although yes, I know say the information minister be host that on several occasions he host that press and CSO and some other people that think then Kenema November. I know you remember about that. I've been very large occasion, host people in hotels and make big party and nice food and drinks and all that. So probably it goes same playing role through that one. Or maybe them some of in Gaffley and BBC and VOA with them in the interview about the president. But I don't know what else he do. Really. Apart from the press conference that we host every Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
And not always
every day. So now let me go
so I don't know.
Yeah. I'll go into the issues that we can just catch my attention and then I see the whole thing like a comic show. You know, because now like somebody they try for market himself for like if they not a good book again. But except if Madam Yosef not gets not the see, but if I know exactly because I'm pretty sure information minister not be for don't survive the rest of the 5 years, but one or two other reason make it survive am, you know, because they not been up to the task that much.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, we move and then we go now to the thing way we see the happen for the day. You know, let me ask you this question. Today, the first time we get you after the election. You know, what do you think about the election and the outcome of the election? Because we let forget people and views on that, and then we can go into the other issues. What thing that you take on the election and the outcome of the election?
Well, the thing I've been really disappointed with ECSL. I was really disappointed with the commissioner, Mr. Cunning, because it gets a long time to prepare for the election. And then on the day, the very, very crucial day, very, very important day, where now there people and they feel enfranchised. That man in commission, in office, disenfranchised thousands, if not millions, of voters by not bringing in materials on time, not facilitating the opening of the polling booths and polling stations them in the morning up to, I remember, down Waska by Ikotia. They know open to maybe about 4 or 5 o'clock. And you know, say the deadline at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock, I think.
5 o'clock.
So you give people 1.5 hour or 2 hours for them for vote, for thousands of people and for votes. So they were disenfranchised. That's wickedness. That's heartlessness. Very wicked, that man. Then it happened many other places then where even though you get controversy over new, but new we call that the bar association, we call that some stations not being effective, they're not being run on time, they're not being open on time. That's alone not disenfranchisement. That's alone don't cost a slow on the election process. It's not been good at all. It's not been good for so many people. I know people and left the post, they go tin up on the rain for morning, and polling booths not open, police stations not open. Then when they bring the materials the materials not enough. Then therefore begin for votes. Then they stop, close. People then go back in a line. Wait, no, I think that was very bad. Me don't know. So the results, because that don't happen, that's alone don't happen. It don't interfere with the results, and it don't interfere with the smooth running of the result. It don't interfere with the concept of democracy. They don't interfere with what we understand for be one man, one vote. Then also then you get a claim of or allegations of people in the stuff box. I know say gentle allege that in opponents and box them in the stuff. Then we see this Devon Akisoya himself now WhatsApp. They call some of him voters say, "No, come on a line, no vote again," and they stuff the box and they stuff the box there. So if then kind of allegations can be made, and allegations were not made by the voters, they were made by the principal contestants, like the two opponents. Gentle they complain, say the stuff boxes. The volunteers they complain that the stuff boxes. Then no investigation, no go into that. There's some kind of thing that very, very, so it don't make Sierra Leone in a good light in the international world. Even in the region, not fine. Salon, we now be the Athens of Africa. We for maintain them kind of decency for posterity, not to this kind of behavior because of this too much politicking, too much nonsense. Then the level of tribalism as well. We want the campaign and the turnouts. So I'm not really happy with the election. I'm not happy with the results, and I'm not happy with the fact that people in this claim and counterclaim that new 77 or 777 or 770 stations the way new capture no representative. People really forget about waiting new do. New the methodology now SPSS methodology that now one study. I'm not good at it, but I'm seeing the procedure. SPSS now statistical methodology, basically it not will be fair. An academic process, in fact. Say academic or academia, not what you wait you always what you study in the classroom, you not always they work outside, but you get a good idea how you approach them. Not so.
Mm-hmm.
So what thing you do, they use a methodology where they feel say they don't try and test now other countries them before they can use an answer. Not so they say.
That's what you look like.
So they said they use it in 2018, the same methodology. So why, if we win conflict in 2023, why? I don't understand why. If you not net for go we use methodology, whether not ethnographic or whatever you choose for do, whether not action, whatever, they get different names for the word on whether not different, whatever you want for use. You don't go talk to all man. You don't talk to all man. Even when they talk to me right now, not to all the journalists they talk to. No. Now, my opinion. And your opinion can represent either a small cluster of opinions or a small cluster of journalists or a small cluster of newspapers, a particular view. And I always say it can be validated or be valid.
So now, based on this,
I don't see why we can jump on.
You basically say you're not happy with the result. Why are you not happy with the result?
As I don't tell you, the stations majority of the stations they open late. Majority of the stations they will open, then run short of voting materials.
Okay, I get that.
The other thing is that there's allegations of box stuffing.
Okay.
You see, then the other thing will be the happen. People in their small group of areas where violence happen. People in the can broke the polling station. Then like Kenema or Bo, some of the southern regions. Then they go broke the station. Then go inside, take the box and throw them out and run go. So our results will bring come back now.
Okay. So now let me look at the election here. At the end of the day, we see ECSL declare Madabio as the winner for the 2023 election. And we see some observers them say they're not congratulate, or some nations, some country, they not congratulate Madabio, especially when we talk about America, talk about UK, talk about France, we talk about, the one the way they would consider for be the leaders them in the world not congratulate Madabio, because as far as they're concerned, they say the tabulation or the tallying not actually transparent. It's shrouded with secrecy. They're not even sure of waiting to happen. So then they call on ECSL for actually publish the result by polling stations. But up to this time, we're not seeing nothing like that come up. So first of all, the opposition don't make a point say they're not going to go to parliament if they not address they not go to parliament and council if they not address some of the issues them where they don't put again. So what you take about this from the observers them and the stance of the opposition not for take part in any governance issue?
Well, and this is not Africa for you. And this is not Sierra Leone for you. But the opposition, their own concerns, I believe maybe they negotiate at the moment. So that could be resolved. I don't know what they advise them. I don't know on whose advice make them take that particular stance. I don't know what's the objective, I don't know what's the goal. I never said that before, so I never before predict or second guess waiting get for happen. I don't really know. I don't go deep into it. But with the international observers or the leading Western nations like the United States or Britain or France or Germany, then congratulatory messages or turning their book up. One, I don't know what to make getting congratulation a big deal. That is the first one I get. What to make up and ever of them for a congratulated person anyway. He will not congratulate you. Government will go before. You need congratulation for making.
So congratulate somebody is like a sense of okay, we agree to wait in this day happen. In other words, sense of approval. Say you go through the right procedure and you get them legally. You and I hard work.
I don't think so not necessarily. Africa need for stand on their own foot by now.
Okay.
Well, Kagame they talk every day. We don't need you to tell us what to do. You still have your own problems. The United States, remember the other day, Donald Trump accused Biden
how we go stand on we own way like every other day we go knock on the motor bigger.
That's not the other issue. You see, this is not the controversy again, and well, like that can't tell me in fact. Because we serve every day for me to make election, go for go Commonwealth, go meet Baron in Scotland, for go tell and say, wanna sign agreement. We need that. We don't need it. We don't need Baron in Scotland for tell what thing to do. But we did. And these are some of the issues or concerns that we're niggling and they make and confuse and make we still dependent. We dependent and we're not for them. This is the confusion. We they continue for say we receive or we get independence, hard fought independence in 1961. But then we depend on Baroness Scotland, one woman, for tell we say, we not go by election, we not fit so, like the kingdom. Whose nonsense is that? Do we tell the British, look how long the Conservative don't have power? 250 means they just they change prime minister. Change prime minister. We don't tell them, say no. Who's kind of nonsense this? You don't come out, you get what's our guy name? Come out first. Then they give Boris Johnson, then they give Theresa May, then they can't give Boris Johnson. Now they don't carry the man they agree for go election. So is it democratic? It is not. But are they enfranchised? They are not. The people are not, they've not voted for those guys. The people did not vote for this Indian man. The people did not vote for Boris Johnson. It was this nonsense. So it just keep going on. So here you are, we have President Bill, whose tenure is validated by the people's approval through the ballot box, not the British. So we don't need them. We don't need them to tell us that they're happy with us or not. On the other side, on the side of posterity, on the side of decency and integrity, yes, maybe if a man say, I know they tell you say, I know they congratulate you because I don't feel say you able to show transparency. That is itself, there's an issue you can take up, you think about, you reflect on, look at the reflective circle. What did we do? How can we do it better? What will we do next time better? Some of the stuff, those kind of stuff. But we know they do that. We know they do that. So now we up to. Are we up to? But as far as me concerned, the election is not to the best. It gets lots of holes. We will for look into. I think so now concerned, I put them into the Commission of Inquiry. I will foresee this government set up a commission of inquiry into the electoral process so that in future we don't get for face this kind of a repeat of the what happened. So
okay. So yeah, so now we go into the issue of this parliamentary thing here, where they say they're going to parliament or they know they're going to parliament. Let's look at this paper. With the decision, they say a voice of Salon say Mohamed Bangura challenges APCs on legal grounds. And then you get another person where now Honorable Ibrahim Bundu, former member of parliament, where himself say as parliament opens tomorrow, former APC majority leader frowns at APC stance. What do you take on this the decision of the APC not for take part in all governance, not for going to parliament?
These kind of strenuous tensions, they are so normal. Because people are intelligent, people get opinion, people get ideological and belief where they go for express. So that's normal. So it's normal because Mohamed Bangura getting right for challenge these decisions. Then the former leader of parliament, I think, when Achai Koko, instead of getting your opinion,
Ibrahim Bundu, for example, we a former member of parliament here.
Yes, that part, Mr. Bundu, he gets and a myself who have spoken, and I think it don't take lots of important position in the APC government, past government. So you don't forget the opinion. And that what's important is the position they don't get for take, it get for be ideological. If not just no more whim and caprice, then now wishy-washy. But if it's ideological, then they go for express and explain what's in make them take them position there. They don't do that now wishy-washy.
Okay.
The only thing is I get one meeting where they can call me pan. I get for one go quick call this they can bug you.
Okay, so let's just ask you this question. Tomorrow Parliament is waiting now. Then they get a lot of people and names that we don't begin come up. What do you think about the fight, the battle for this position of the speaker?
Well, again, now Sierra Leone gets with it's not Sierra Leone and baby politics. Now baby politics and now we define. What's the make we not use education? I don't know. We get big for a college. We don't know. People that go say they go overseas, they go get all this education and can. All this here so now because people are not genuine. Enough for big deal. Enough for big deal. If we forget a system where I do go for big speaker. Look America, you know, so automatically the vice president, now the leader, I tell the president, now the Senate. You know the one they state. You know also.
Yeah.
Okay. In Britain, you know, say the speaker. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
The vice president is the president of the Senate, automatic. Yes. So we forget system. We for say the party in power. Yeah, I'll sign it. Yeah, the party. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'll deal with you.
Yeah. You see, the vice president of the United States now automatically become the president of the Senate. You can't argue with that again. So now, Uda would say, would they choose Uda for being president of the Senate? It's automatic. It's don't state down. Why we constitutional for don't lay them things they are down? Why the political parties and Senate for don't get their systems them laid down until when election over, then they begin argue. It's all. This is why we know they go before. It impact on with development. We not seriously, because you forgot for be speaker of parliament. It will be automatic. Would for be speaker of for if they say the past speaker they retire, then the new speaker therefore don't know who have been the deputy or the party forget a council where they choose the next speaker. That's so Britain, they are not say the speaker now England. Without lady been there, he did say the commodore other guy come back out.
Alright. So as you rush for go, you meet him because you know him for later. No one let you late as well. Salon for let them sanction Salon. It go according to Ibrahim Kagbo, he said it will lead to war. What do you think? Quickly.
No, we don't get for sanction Salon step. It's not possible. We don't do nothing. And we don't do nothing. Simple. Let me answer that, Andy. We get for do something. What do we do? We not do nothing. So they don't get for sanctions alone at all.
All right.
At all. Forget about it. Let not even entertain that kind of discussion. They don't get for sanctions alone. We get for do something. We're very serious for the sanction. Because of election and our business and our democratic process. What we want for do now, want for do. They're not going for think. What are the sanctions alone? Britain, America for waiting. They're not the sanction will. If they get for do anything. Maybe then go say them pull the capital of food when I funding. You go say IMF go stagger for loan we. You go say the World Bank go stagger for loan we. Maybe you go say the money we give 75 million before the election. Maybe then go say they give the remainder. Maybe that MCC money, that fund they will defend for. Maybe then go say well we not win. It's all diplomatic and political. But for both, what are the sanction we for? They're not going to sanction we both. I don't believe. We nothing. We not do nothing. We not commit no international crime or we not do nothing. Nothing. That's what me believe. And you go see and later, we're not going to sanction we at all.
All right. Thank you very much, Prince, for you joining me. I wish you all the best and good day.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm so happy to be with you always.
All right. Thank you.
Bye for now.
Yeah. Okay, we can get another person where you can join me quickly inside the program. For now, close to this break.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the Wala now we had, let's just go to the kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow dey lick, especially when dem cook the soup or plasas wey dem lick pass all. So na that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call controversies, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, who we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow dey lick, especially when dem cook the soup or plasas wey dem lick pass all. So na that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call controversies, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, who we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how.
Alright, welcome back. We actually don't get Prince Cooker. We don't go out. We in the headman for the Whisper newspaper, and we don't get another person. Well, this person he gets one similar name with somebody we for long time they don't lost, but not on you. And just that this one then they share the same name. And name not Johnny Paul. Well, now in disguise. Now Johnny Paul actually come. Johnny Paul Kuruma, now he don't come.
Well, it depends to who I get for given interpretation. But all I know, I'm Johnny. I think that answers the question.
All right. Okay. So today, now the very first time we get you inside the Couriers program, right?
Yeah.
So we get one traditional question where we can ask. We don't get better minutes. We get like 20 more minutes inside the program. We get this traditional question where we can ask. Say, what is your best sauce where you can like anytime where you eat Couriers?
Oh, plazas.
Anyway, who's plazas? Who's soup? Where you like where you eat Couriers?
Okay. Unfortunately, I not so like Couriers, but the best sauce I can like mostly. I don't know if that Lafidi, right? That's the most favorite one. Pizza balls, okra, then small, maybe what you call a Benny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my perfect. If not fried fish, you add and that's my perfect one. In fact, in Kolo, Hoto, it go at all times. That's my most favorite anyway.
All right, that's good. All right, so welcome to the program for the very first time, Johnny Paul. And
thank you very much.
We go straight off to the issue, so we stop. Now then we go take according to Alhaji Ibrahim Ben Kabo, Honorable, he say, sanction, basically talk about the issue of the election, the concern of, observers them and international community. Say the issue of sanction on Salone go lead to civil war. If at all they reach to a point where they go get for sanction Salone, it will get for lead to a civil war. What do you take on that?
Well, are they against the absolute assurance they will lead to? It might lead to, maybe that can make sense, rather than then give an absolute assurance they will lead to war. Well, looking at Sierra Leone, we are over 99% dependent country. We not get what they produce for itself. Even the food, the staple food, we import them, we get them from other countries, and even for feed we sell, we depend on support from others. Now that's how I look at right from the top. When I listen to we government them in the past, from the time we born always and say we look up to we do not partners for everything with this, which means we are not an independent country yet. We're still dependent on waiting they come up from abroad. So if there's sanction, it's obvious, one good picking. And we not go once follow we reach to that level they at all not. We always want follow they at a peak, at a point wherein we strike a compromise with the one that we call development partners as at now. Since we are a developing country, we always need the developing partners. So if we get any issue with them, we need to find every means possible for Lego be compromise. Lego be settled to ASAP. And looking at also the outcomes of the results, it has been condemned. Absolutely, the electionary results, it has been condemned internationally, and some aspect of the local unity gets some division. Those who say yes, it is credible. Those who say it is not credible. So that is exactly where the discrepancies are. But if we are 100% dependent on, we are a donor-driven economy, it means we for listen to the one that really supports we. We not reach a level they will stand by. We say we not do one.
Okay,
you know, go pull close. You know, go pull close. So you know, say the way you want 30 gets gank past you.
Yeah.
You for ticket.
If you pull close, if we say in chest, you could go shuffle.
You go fully blow send and backward. So say go use them as a wave. Say, I just want for wave you to use her.
All right. So now you don't talk about the election, and say several concerns then they. As somebody will watch how the election trend and go, how it go, from the start to the end, to the announcement of the result, to the swearing of the of Marabil, to several other things then. You think say we get anything for right home about?
If I have the opportunity to say a word and somebody go listen to me, I will say absolutely go the wrong way. I'm saying this as a Sierra Leonean. I'm not saying it as a partisan person, right? Let nobody not get me wrong. And maybe based on my name, somebody go and forget something quoted. But say I'm as a Sierra Leonean and somebody will get interest in the development and growth of Sierra Leone. It absolutely went the very wrong way right from the beginning. Because the opposition don't complain again and again and again of things right from the time where they select or where they appoint what you call an electoral commissioner.
Yeah.
Right from that beginning, the opposition always object and then give very salient reasons we kind of linked to the bylaws of the country, which has to do with the constitution, the rules of the country. And then you say if the person is not qualified to be a member of parliament, it means he's not qualified to be an electoral commissioner. So which means then they don't miss the process right from the beginning. It has been a miss. They don't be questionable. So if you reach to this level we don't reach now, it means whatever result really come, it get for be questionable. Right from there, I think say the president for be not using wisdom at that moment for let way for appease all factors, all players involved into this thing, for let it get a way we will get them sorted. And the international community always look up to them one and day. You can't run a government with just, you call them a multi-partyism government, a democracy, just with one party. It means we are going back to the 80s. The point was how Papa they be suffer under the then leadership of Sheikha Stevens, bringing us. Now that point there are things that they drive you into when you look at history. At that point they drive you into, which is not good for us. And history tell we say, all of them, and I remember when I read the TRC recommendation, it tell we say, because a single party sit down in governance for several years, lead to all they want there, when I bring back to the democratic strides, so we're able to. If we don't develop with democracy for more than 20 years, then we come this kind of point again. I don't think they breed any good product.
Okay. So
I absolutely would want to condemn it. If I'm to say it in Pierre, I absolutely would want to condemn this one. I condemn it. So sorry if anyone can feel offended. No offense to anyone, but I will condemn it absolutely if I have the opportunity to do so.
Well, within all of this thing, this will the outcome of this election will mean for we international reputation, because I can quietly I can remember say Marabio for the 5 years where he did as a president of the country, don't they talk about the image of the country, how it clean the image of the country internationally. So now that we don't get, for example, the America, UK, all of them country they are so we don't get question about the election. It's like you see that you go to election or you don't go to election. But if they don't get question about the election, waiting this will get for me for international reputation. More especially when now we find ourselves in the seat of the United Nations, ordinary member na the Security Council.
What's the image fine? Be something be use good soap and fine water for us and fine one. Okay. But something
Hello? Okay, actually they connect.
Can't please. Again,
sorry, you line me the
try to wash them, but you don't.
You line me the reconnect, so we not be.
Yes. Yes. All right. Again, let me say this again. Maybe Mr. President tried for wash the image, but maybe either it was some fine or it not was some fine. But you don't come back na poto. So you need for go back for go pull and for let try for rinse or let try for wash them this time around. If you cost them for use caustic soda, we will even bleed in your own hands. For let do let wash them fine. I'm talking in parables, yeah. But again, when we look at Sierra Leone, of course, we are still a British colonized country. And 100 and let me say I use 100%. I've been into the UK and I don't listen to some of the statements that they still get interest in Sierra Leone. And plus about everything, the white man don't like African, they don't like blacks, but they're interested in Sierra Leone, either for their personal benefit or the benefit of the country. I can't go over that, yeah. But they still get interest in Sierra Leone and America. Now they're the rulers of the world. And those are the people we can grab one morning say, if they say Salono for existing, they can do that. Plus of virus, every other thing. Well, I know they use them to the negative aspect, yeah? But let me look at this, look at them with a positive. These are the people where they give you the best of support. The best of support for let your democracy be stabilized. For let even the existence of you, the president, be in a very right footing. These are the people. Plus, every other thing, if you look, you take your eye, you send on the left, you look at waiting to happen at the other side, that way they want for be, and you are not strong to that level. You just bring in a shame and disgrace to yourself and your people. That's just what I'm looking at here. Again, let me repeat a statement again. I'm saying everything I'm saying as somebody that has passion for the development and growth of Sierra Leone, somebody that loves the country better, not as a partisan person. I've got nothing to do with political partyism other than Sierra Leone. That's just my interest. So I say that Mr. President, if I have the opportunity to advise him, let him go back to the drawing board, whosoever is supposed to be around him, and see how they appease the one that we call as donor partners. Then friends they will get, the good friends, the USA, the UK, EU. These are the three factors we forever joke with within the sub-region for Africa per se. Thank you.
Okay, so if you talk about going back to the drawing board, see how best you can for rebrand the country again. It gets for me say this time around again for fly more than how it been fly the last time, because now it look in the eyes of the development partners, them we look done bad off, especially in the area of transparency and accountability.
Ali, can I correct that?
Yes.
In order for fly go abroad for like clean the image. You can sit down right outside, you see the able for clean up. Okay. In the first place, who's the question day, who's the problem day? Not all the one them waiting abroad, the one they under them vex because you not get a settlement to the one that waiting near you. So try for settle with the one waiting near you neighbor. Like force if you get peace, neighbor with man. And now we don't are the closest neighbor of Julius Madabio, our president, happens to be the main opposition. So try for get at least, if not as good friends, but let there be peace. Let us able to see on ourselves and smile. Not that hypocrite smile. Like I saw the other day, some years back now, a status between the then president and him. You really see some hypocrite smiles in them faces. You understand the point here? So let we get, at least let we see ourselves will get some very good smiles. If self will not be close friends, let we begin from that point. Not to fly the money for fly at the moment. Not at this point in time. before they fly for go tell people and say not this. You don't need to beg them once over there. Do the right thing here and let your people embrace you, appreciate you well 100%. If not 100, I get at least above 60%. That makes it a very good one. Other than you going for go appease you already abroad, you forget about the Wawudi near you. Can I tell you the very honest truth? When we be in school, they tell me say students we know they study, now they go pay bribe, not so.
Yes.
You where they study, Ali. I know you from Skyrid, isn't it? You never pay bribe. You always wear the intelligent type. And you do what you're supposed to do for lay gain, what you're supposed to gain for lay at the platform where you do so. So you don't need to go pay bribe. You don't need for pay bribe to the media. You don't need for go pay for the fact either I pay money or not. For the fact I don't go to the teacher, I don't go talk to us. Hey, buddy, I need for help me. Absolutely not bribe.
Yeah.
So do the right thing. Sit your exam and pass. And for we president, for goodness sake, do your assignments properly. Settle the one that we get near your neighbor very well, and then the one abroad, no need pass and get for succumb to waiting you want. It's easy for them to get, and now that's a fit to the international. Looking at all the write-ups we come up from the international sector, they're not vexed because of themselves, because they don't listen to the word. They're vexed because they not treat you brother fine. Now we just take so cognizance the AFAF killing way occur even in the electionary period. Day before election, day after election, you see all of them one and day. So that's all not send good signal abroad.
Okay.
So now that side they need for settle.
Since we talk about
the aspects whether they preach, sorry for that please.
Yeah.
The aspects whether they preach all over the Sierra Leone. Peace. You can't have peace when there is no justice.
Exactly that
You
I
can't
want to ask
have
you
peace
say.
when there is no
Exactly that, because this paper where I get right in front of me, when at the women's voice, it say elections are over, time to unite the country. So how we going to get this right?
The election now the time for unite a country. When you follow the will of the people, and if you not get the will of the people, it become questionable. Find every means for let you get them settled. Find every means for let you get them settled. Force cannot settle. You can't make peace by force. You can't force me to agree to what you want. Is in a peace will they make? No. Right from the beginning, there is I think suppose a peace commission set up, and all can't media and for say law make peace. Yes, I know that they set up the commission for. Now for make peace. But why you not go begin trace force waiting at the problem? Who's the problem begin? And try for say the truth to would I suppose for say the truth to? Would I get the rights so that you get the right? If there is no justice, you not ever get a permanent peace. There's gonna always be a shaky peace. So try for get that, try for implement a kind of if I have the opportunity, we're gonna establish of justice. The legal sectors. You understand the point here? Outside the court, because if the court is questionable, it means there are problems. Because when you ask the opposition, you ask all of the stakeholders, they will tell you the court is always questionable. The legal sector is always questionable. So let me get a sector we will get for call a justice sector, a commission that will be looking at certain issues that has to do with legalities. All right. I think that will make sense other than peace commission. The peace commission is failed. Sorry for that, please. And again, I go over this again. No offense. I'm not saying it as a partisan person. I'm saying it as a Sierra Leonean and somebody that has interest in the development and growth of Sierra Leone.
That my disclaimer. Anyway, let me come to maybe the last part of this questioning. And now we don't see it don't begin appoint people them, and we don't begin see names them where we feel saying that the big players them inside in government it don't they drop them for the first list we pull. And one of the biggest shake up now the issue the position of the chief minister where in flagship program and pioneer now actually don't give the chief minister position in that of JJ Safa we say let people give and 3 months and go transform the economy. It don't for now we're not saying name, we don't know who I get for place. Whether I get for bring inside back now a form of demotion. Why you think say although I ain't get the right for appoint and fire, but why you think say some of them big players there so we suppose for them in team it don't drop them? Is it that they're not old fatigue, not old them, they not get much for offer again?
You know what I think? Well, in the first place, the presidents always get rights for set up. This is a new government.
Yes.
Now new government. They get rights for set up a new cabinet, different from the previous cabinet.
Correct.
All right. That's number one. And number two, if I have the opportunity, in fact, not so now, even it's supposed for delete JJ Safa. Sorry for that. Anyway, I'm not saying he's not a good person, but he disappoints Sierra Leone. Back in 2018, during the campaign, and we say within a period, they will settle the bread and butter issue, so. Yeah. And he came back with a statement while he was Minister of Finance, say the economy of Sierra Leone not to 3% go for settle. Nobody no go for handle that.
Yeah, not only formed finance minister after him.
Yes, and he was the finance minister, and you were the one that campaigned to us, who voted you because you say they can settle. So how then you will come back with such a statement? That would have been the moment President Bill would have taken that kind of decision. But now, as it pleases the president, as me you don't say, as it pleases the president to give an appointment to this and this and this. The only thing I think David Senge don't be the youngest. He'd been the youngest minister of education. Now he don't be the youngest chief
minister,
staff. Yeah. Chief minister. So, which means it's very good for the young people, but on what yardstick he appoints him, that we don't know. Maybe the president won't forget absolute control, because when you look at the cabinet, where most of the one that we don't come, majority of them are the one that we will not ever know about, where I feel that the president thinks he gets control over. I can control these ones, I can tell them some things. And then again, the likes of Professor that was there, the first chief minister,
David Francis,
who was also. Yes, Professor David Francis. You look at them kind of people and they don't say maybe the president did get problem controlling them. I'm just suggesting, yeah. I not be very absolute. Maybe they get problem controlling them. So in decision perhaps might be right in your own part. One of the question any cabinet with the president they give. The only thing we look up for see which side they would have to be within the cabinet, or they might be within the political party to just have as a that cover advisors. I'm not sure what's supposed to be, right? Because the topmost positions are already allocated. They've already been allocated. But those are things say the problem is not the cabinet, because there you have absolute control. Where the problem I'm supposed is in the what you call it legislature, the legislative arm of the government, and there feels the problem there. Wherein first of all, they don't disenfranchise the what you call them, the private candidates, independent candidates. They don't make, because of this bulk system, the PR system, you don't make them non-able forget the smaller parties and the one and they don't able forget space within the political landscape. Now the two parties will left, the one say, well, me no the goodie because I'm not satisfied with this. Then how is it gonna be like? So those are supposed to be the question that they should be asking themselves. Yesterday, I listened to the clerk of parliament. He gave a justification. If people look to the benefits, all waiting in Guy, not just personal benefits to the people, and they don't ever take to consideration the people who they go for go represent. And the members of parliament not the fight for just themselves from waiting the opposition say, not for themselves, but for the people who they get for go represent that parliament. So if you just go say that they lost the benefit and they lost this, it has been individualized. You know, he's somebody I've got very high respect for in that seat. But yesterday he questionable anyway. So sorry for that, please. He questionable. He don't just put the personal benefits of the individual members of parliament. Try for generalize them and put what is supposed to be the benefits of them constituents. The constituency, how is it going to benefit them? If they are not representing the constituency, they don't represent their political parties, then tell me, what makes them members of parliament? Only for the benefit, only for waiting and stand for gain after they retire? Now just that's a thing, yeah?
And that reflects towards the ending of the last parliament.
Yes. Well, the current parliament, you know, it's supposed to be tomorrow, the opening of parliament. Now, coming to the opening of parliament, then the opposition, the other parties we expected them for the parliament, they say we know the good day. And then the question was, what thing get for happen at that parliament? Say it means they get for lost all the benefits they go for anyone they not swear in tomorrow. It means it indirectly kind of hypnotize the minds of them one the way sometimes they go bypass and party and go there. And the sad part now, we not elect me votes and not vote for no individual. We voted for the political party. Not so. So which means the party has a decision as to who goes there. So who is gonna go there then? So I mean, we started for the begin first now for try get a settlement with them counterpart and see who's how we go for start from that point. You understand?
Yeah.
So now that I hope say the one that we the view and we the listen them we will understand the point here. I know they come up from an angle we perhaps get for look me with another eye. I'll continue with the disclaimer earlier I stated. I know they say this as a partisan person, I'm saying it as a Sierra Leonean and somebody that has interest in development and growth of Sierra Leone.
If we reach to that point, I will only then tell you plenty. Thank you for what you joined me. But we will look forward for get you again. Follow we take the whole hour and discuss a lot of things then, where they go on because of we not see your message quick, and that's why I'm not able for bring you towards the alley. So I take responsibility for that one day, for where you come inside the program later and say sorry because you'll be done the which patiently for come inside the program. So thank you very much, Johnny Paul Kuma, for you join me inside the program. Anytime I call him, I must smile because it will make a member.
I love the name. I love the name.
I know.
Thank you very much for having me once more, Aliu. Oh, Sembe Pierre.
Yes, you're welcome. Aliu and Sembe Pierre, anyone. Thank you. Okay, thank you, my brother. God bless you. God bless you again.
Amen.
Yeah. All right. In Johnny Paul Kuma, we join me inside the program today. Follow we discuss the issue of we come from the different newspaper. I mean, before that, we get print newspaper. We they represent Whisper newspaper. Okay, so now we actually end the program today. We will get them again in another edition. Not be tomorrow, not be another day. And tomorrow will come a bit late. We'll come a bit late because of one reason or the other. Will come a bit late. Sometimes the machine or the motorcar need for go na garage for go do some one to check and other things. So of course tomorrow the motorcar they go na garage quickly and then the rush come back for come see how best we can start the thing. So we go late small bit tomorrow. I just won't forget to na heads up. For the election we don't get ourselves worked up and other things so we need to go down our garage and check the system and see say everything okay, then we come back to work. So of course tomorrow we will join that, but we'll come a bit late, so I want to let you know that one day. And I wish I know we'll spend a lot of time than I'd expect. If that be the case, we know we'll come tomorrow. But please, you will not subscribe it, consider for subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So once we come on, you will able to get notification and join me inside the program. But I'm pretty sure we'll go join you again tomorrow, but a bit late tomorrow, So until then, I want to tell you thank you. You may not like the program, please consider for like, especially within the YouTube. Let's tell you this, when you like the program, nobody they know say now like. But when you comment, if you know already know them, we know say that you comment, but like not they ever tell you who that like the program. Indifferent from YouTube and Facebook. Facebook, where you like na Facebook, person will know say you don't like. And Facebook, where you watch there, somebody where you to na party, it would know say you dey watch right now. For example, me and Bible and a party, if I dey watch one show, Bible and say they watch, they will tell Bible and say me they watch, or they will tell me say Bible they watch. But YouTube is totally different. They get what they call privacy. Yeah, and no need for begin announce who that they watch, who that they watch now one. And no need for they announce who that like, who that not like. Always thing it will make. Let me tell you. Once you choose for comment on YouTube, it means say you don't agree for come public. For let people know say you don't comment, but like and view, not to discuss anything about who that they watch the program. Yeah. So please, you will not like the program yet. Please consider for like them and share them as well. That they all except when you share on WhatsApp, of course, that they you not share the share. But when you the like and view, nobody know. Yeah. So I want for one more time tell you thank you and say we go like to join again this night for another edition of a program we call Weird. My name is Sebepe, the Freedom Fighter. Thank you all very much for a like, share, comment, and views. Until then, we love you all so much. Thank you. And the producer, you see, ungrateful, nine call so. The producer, the way nine they put the things them together. Me na see that I can't see no more. His name na Elias Abba. Sorry, sir. Sorry, producer. I'm very sorry from my heart. Yeah. This is not the brain where they be in this particular program where they put all the guests them together. And anyone forget so my own boss. Now I forget so. Sorry, sir. They are big. No cut me salary. Are big. Yeah. All right. So until then, I love you all so much.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. So man really like for it in the morning.